This is the story of a boy named Jeff. Jeff lives on a very small island with a farm of animals to help feed the kingdom. But Jeff longed to travel. He was tired of his small island, and from afar he could see other worlds much larger than his. Deep, giant forests, far off, swampy marshes, way, way away. So one day, he decided to leave his house. He went over to his tiny dock, and he got a boat. And he got stuck because they won't let him out of the boat. There we go. And he put the boat on the wood because, that's effective. And he got into his boat. And he drove to the closest thing he could find. A lighthouse. Far off. And as he approached the lighthouse, he dreamed of all of the wondrous sights he would see in a world much larger than his own. As he approached the city, the first thing that caught his eye was the guard tower attached to the giant castle, with a beacon lighting the way. And as he passed the giant lighthouse, it sunk into him just how much larger the world could be. So, he pulled up into the harbor and tried to get up. No. I can do this. I've done it. There we go. And the first thing he saw was this little ship by another merchant who had brought things to trade. And he admired the large boat, for it was so much bigger than his little pathetic one. And so he ventured further into the village. And he saw these lovely homes, much larger than his. Little port homes for people who had come in from sea. And he peered into the windows just as staring at people, until they said it was rude and he walked on. Up here he ventured, seeing all of these homes, and gasped at how many people all lived together in one big place. That's a hermit hut. We don't go out there. The man's not nice. Moving further on, venturing closer into town, he saw such many strange building designs, architecture, that he had never even thought about. And again, saw the big, beautiful castle. The villagers didn't mind him. He didn't mind them either. They were just being villagers. There was one thing that caught his eye, though. It was a play. It looked like it would be fun, so Jeff thought he would play too. He went backstage and got into character. He was all like, ooh, I'm gonna be in character. Yeah. So he came out and was like, la, 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 I'm acting. La, la, la. Yay, you're gonna come act with me. Hey. Hey. Don't you, I'm doing that. Fine, help me out. So, we're gonna do a fun part of the play. We're gonna pop up and surprise everybody. Ta-da! Yeah. What's a play without a good trapdoor? But moving on, because we digress. Venturing into the town further, we found the town hall. And in the town hall, where everyone goes to gather to discuss important things, he looked out the window and he saw another ship, much larger than the one before, much more impressive. And he decided to go investigate. As he walked by, he saw one of the many gardens the town used, and he was amazed at all the livestock that liked to hover and float. Surely they must be magic sheep, who like to trample pumpkins and should die for it. That's right, die sheep. Anyway, he ventured to the big ship. And this one was much more impressive than the one he saw when he first entered, so he decided to investigate. Without permission, for no one was aboard, he climbed up and started walking around the deck. He had always wanted to travel the seas and be a pirate, so he decided to fire one of the cannons. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. He then climbed all the way up to the crow's nest to get a view of the town. From up here, he could see just how vast the city was. Looking over the city, there was still so much more to explore. But let's finish looking at the ship first. Whatever you do, don't look down. Whee! One more time. Sorry. Not nice to shoot into the village. Right. So let's go exploring below deck. In here was the cargo bay, where all sorts of wonders from around the world that he'd never seen before could be found. Clay and strange mushrooms. Compasses in flint and steel. Oops. Stealing's wrong. Let's not steal. Every ship needs a little bit of livestock, so when they're out at sea, they have something to eat. Sorry, Moo Moo. Back in here, we have where the people sleep. Oh, it's another puppy. Hi, puppy. Come up here and look out. Oh, yay. But what's this? Now, what on earth could that have opened? Jeff found something awesome. It was a secret passage. Climbing down. Whoa. Enchantment. Making it awesome. And a crummy view. But down here was all of the stuff that they didn't want you to know they could find. You got your sword and your amazing stuff. Oops, stealing stuff again. It's fun. Wow, all the really impressive stuff. And you return to the deck. And he moved on to the captain's quarters. It's ahead. It's looking at the sunset. It's nice. He came downstairs to find the captain's quarters. What sort of stuff could be in here? It's nice, nothing really worth stealing, but, you know, there's some stuff there. And he was very tired, so before exploring the rest of the town, Jeff thought he'd take a nap. And when he awoke, it was morning, and he continued his exploration. But before he left, he noticed there's a weird little nook here. What could possibly be there? And that's when he saw the button. The place where they sleep. So the captain had a quick escape should anything bad befall the person. So with one final view from the wheel, Jeff continued his exploration of the village. One more time, just because it's fun. Oh, I want to hit that sheep so bad. Let's try with this one. Okay, come on. You can do it. Oh, it's not far enough. It's falling into the water. Oh well, we can work on that. So Jeff continued his exploration. He found a little farmer's marketplace where it was all like buyer stuff, but he had no money. A very strange house, designed by a very strange person. He decided to investigate. And he came inside, and he thought, Ooh, that looks weird. He'd never seen a TV before. But Jeff was excited, so he decided to try watching some TV. Ah! Whew. TNT, we know drama. Ah! And then he saw, aw, sad. Gone and not forgotten. Jeff was getting really excited now, for this town was a lot of fun to hang out in, but every time he walked around, this giant castle caught his eye, and he knew he had to explore it. So he made his way down into the bazaar. A fun little place, shops with everything you can imagine. He walked into the armory and saw all these strange tools that he'd never seen before. All these amazing weapons. Ooh, creepy heads. Who collects heads, honestly? He came across a magic potion wielder with all of these strange supplies. But Jeff knew nothing of magic and potions and knew better not to tamper. So he moved on. Everybody was selling something different, but they did not interest him. Jeff was tempted. The castle lay right before him. But there was another path. Which path should Jeff explore? He chose the one less traveled by. Running! Jeff ran across the long bridge, and he realized this was the only way into town if you didn't take the ocean. The only road. He made it to this strange part. It was still the kingdom, for he could still see the castle in the distance. And up ahead he could see a guard tower, alerting the castle should anybody approach by the road. And here he found the farm, the main farm that fed those in the village. This farm provided them vegetables and wheats and breads. He decided to greet these people who feed the town. After all, they were like him. Hi. How's it going? What's up? I like your tree. They didn't say much to Jeff, so he left. He liked their house, though. It was a nice house. They didn't seem to mind Jeff, and so he didn't mind them. Instead, he decided to explore that large tower up there. He walked around what was known as Meteor Lake, formed thousands of years ago when a meteor came and crashed down into these mountains. So he decided to climb up to the tower on a strange, rickety path. Pretty. And up at the top of the path, he could see the giant watchtower. The guards were off duty. They were taking a break. So he let himself in. And he climbed all the way to the top of the tower. And there he could see again part of the castle. And the long road, the only way in to the village. He decided the castle would be his next destination, for he had to explore it. It was calling to him. And so he went down to Goblin Town. With a final look, he vanished to the castle.